Now, if I were to tell you that Netflix just released a time travel sci-fi movie starring Ryan Reynolds about a guy going back in time to make things right, you would forgive me for not being too excited about it, right? I mean, the recipe for disaster was right there, and when I pressed play, I was expecting it. The movie was super good though, with smart story, good comedy, typical yet needed performance from Ryan Reynolds. Now for those who want to watch movies similar to The Adam Project, then watch these 5 films. By the by, I'm the movie guy and let's start this list. Number 5, See You Tomorrow. Two Brooklyn prodigies build a time machine in order to go back and save their brother from being wrongfully murdered by the police. Yes, the film has a heavy message touching upon racism, but it also features time travel, action, and altering the past, themes met in The Adam Project. See You Tomorrow stands on his own 2 feet though. It's smart, blending racial themes into a genre piece. The 2 protagonists, CJ and Sebastian, are lovable. They show great wit, but also teenage vulnerability. Despite time travel movies becoming more and more common, See You Tomorrow stands out and wins big. Number 4, Hot Tub Time Machine. This one is a much easier watch than See You Tomorrow. A time machine accidentally sends 4 people back to 1986, where they must not change anything in order for their nephew to be born. So there is time travel here too, funny comedy, but unlike The Adam Project, people here try their best to not change anything from the past. The best thing about it is the 80s and their present day culture, and for those who lived through both times, they will love this nostalgic film. It will also make you laugh a lot, and while this film borrows more from The Hangover than other sci-fi movies, it's still a great alternative watch. Number 3, SpiderMan No Way Home. I'll put the spoiler tag here. We'll be discussing some spoilers from Spider-Man, so just skip ahead for a bit if you haven't watched this installment. This pick is more for a niche set of viewers. I'm not expecting people to watch 8 movies in order to get to this Adam Project alternative pick. But for those who have watched the series, the last part of the series is kinda similar to the Adam Project. There's no time travel, it's more like universe travel, but just like Adam meets himself and his parents from the past, so does Peter Parker meet other Peter Parkers from other universes. It sounds bonkers and it was incredibly ambitious what they pulled off here at Disney, and I see a lot of resemblance between these 2 films. Number 2, The Terminator. A man travels back from the future to the 1984 where he has to stop a cyborg from killing a young woman with an important future. Finding movies who use time travel is not difficult, but finding resembling themes between the Adam Project and the film is more difficult. The Terminator reunites time travel and stopping someone from the future from altering the past. James Cameron was at the helm of this, and I think everyone has at least heard praise from someone for this picture if they haven't seen it themselves. It's incredibly successful even now, almost 40 years later from its release. There's also some great action sequences, something that is also in Adam Project and not in my other picks. And number 1, Looper. As I was watching Adam's Project, there was only one film that resembled it, and that was Looper. I still think that is the closest to it. Joe is an assassin who kills people who are sent from the future. One of his assignments though proves to be himself from the future. There's some great performances from Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Bruce Willis, and Emily Blunt. It's a cool film, no doubt about it, and a lot of critics praised it, calling it one of the best sci-fi movies. It's got brains too, the story doesn't feel dumb, just like the subject in question. It's got some comedy, some good action sequences, and if you want to watch something like The Adam Project, Looper has to be your pick. Which of these films are you planning on watching? Let me know down in the comments. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button. Press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.